right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League as we are heading to our next matchup of the night, and it just so happens to be the three-time defending winner of match of the season here between these two teams, Samurai versus Venom. The rosters have changed around a little bit, chunk late, but we're still in store for a good one here.
Yeah, we still have some familiar faces though on these teams. We've got Stites on Samurai, what has been, I believe, 3 seasons, and then also Fort on Venom for I think the same amount of time. We've seen consistency in these players, and it should be another good one tonight.
Yeah, you can almost make a documentary of these three teams the last 3 seasons with how many battles they've had, playoff battles. They've met in the playoffs every single season the last 3 seasons, and all three of them have been absolute Game 7 bangers. So, including a reverse sweep in the grand finals, which I know is all too close to some of these players in here. For doing the reverse sweeping, Stites getting reverse swept here. He's still on this team. Yukio is still around as well, winning that championship. And I mean, Chunk, it's just always good to see these two teams go at it. There's a lot of storied Nemesis history of recent.
Yeah, they very similar teams is what they felt like. Very good success from both these teams. Like you mentioned, they both gone to the playoffs. Samurai have gone back to back in the finals, but lost both finals. Just a lot of storied success from both of these teams.
Yeah, and this one is an important matchup for both these rosters. Samurai sitting in that play-in spot right at the moment, 7-6, and Venom in that last playoff spot at 9-4. So it's a big matchup for both these two teams to try to find a big win. And Chunk, I mean, both of them need this win to try to clinch their way into the postseason.
Yeah, very crucial wins going down later in the season. You really got to win your games when it matters most. I know this will be the last game before we go on that break, and it's probably a really good one to go out on.
Yeah, no, this is a good one, and both these teams hoping that they can find themselves a win to close off this break here and send us off on the right foot here, as they're trying to gain some momentum. Yeah, we will have the holiday break here for the holidays, Christmas through New Year's, and then we'll be back at the beginning of next year, which sounds kind of crazy to say, but we'll see you guys next year. It's actually in actuality just a couple weeks. But but yeah, it should be an exciting one here as they're trying to close it out. As we're just waiting on a little bit of connection here, but Chung, I gotta hear from you. It's been a crazy series. It's very close all time, very close in the these playoff matches that we had. Who do you got taking this one? Is it gonna be Samurai? Is it gonna be Venom? Let me know what you got here.
It's been close every time we've seen these teams play. They're both done very well this season. Very similar records. Very very similar success story like I was talking about. I think it really just depends on the role players, but I think that Thatcher Rat, just a former Rockerman teammate, really good good third man, I'd say. So I'd look for him and Peanut to battle it out, but I've got Venom taking it 3-2 game 5.
All
Wouldn't
right.
see it any other way.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like this would be something that would go to Game Five. So I'd love to see a Game Five. That would be exciting to see. Yeah, for me, I'm really curious to see how the Samurai team is going to play with their new third Peanut. So they lost Gallium, trading him away midseason to the Raptors. Gallium now on the Papayas. They got Divine in that trade with the Raptors. Things didn't really quite work out. We played them with Divine. It was a rough go at it for the Samurai. They decided to make another roster move now, picking up Peanut. And Chunk, my eyes are going to be on how Peanut is going to fit in on this roster because we saw last season, what Stites and Raiia could do, and now Peanut is kind of that third piece to try to make something happen.
Yeah, Peanut, a former Prospect League champion, I believe, 2 seasons ago now. But he's very good low sell on their team, and I think that he should fit in right along with them. I feel like his play style will really mesh well with these two.
Yeah, they did look a lot better. We actually just scrimmed them on Monday with this roster versus their old one, and I do have to say it did look better from when we beat them in the first matchup here. So we'll see what they can do here with this new third and Peanut, and yeah, Venom gonna be rocking with Thatchy coming in like you mentioned. So it looks like it's gonna be Yukio, Ford, and Thatchy Rat for the Venom squad, and then yeah, Samurai we mentioned with Stites, Raiia, and Peanut. So it's gonna be a battle between a couple of heavyweights here in this one to see who can come out on top here. As we're just waiting for the last Samurai player to reload back into the lobby here. So, Chunk, anyone in specific that you're looking out for? I know I mentioned Peanut, but anyone else that you want to keep your eyes on and that the viewers should keep their eyes peeled for?
I talked about the low cells, but now I get to talk about the high cells. Well, these two, I feel like the 1 and 2 punch for both these teams are very, very strong. You got Stites and Raiia on Samurai, Raiia and Stites are just incredible players. Stites, like we were talking about that success he's had, and then Raiia, an incredible individual player. And then on the other side, you've got Fork and Yukio, who have been on a team together for what feels like ages. They've just got that chemistry, and I'd like to see how the low cells mesh up with the 1-2 punches that these teams have.
Yeah, that'll be definitely something we'll all keep our eyes on here as we are getting underway here for game number 1 between Samurai and Venom. The battle is back here in this one, as we mentioned, Samurai with Stites, Raiia, and Peanut, and then Venom with Fort, Yukio, and Thatchy. And no Stacked in this matchup for the first time in a couple seasons. He's now my teammate. So, you know, hey, I'm happy he's not in this matchup for my own sake, Chunk. But it does look a little bit different without him here, and I'm curious to see what he has to say about this matchup after it concludes.
Yeah, a very different look from Samurai. I believe only one returning player, if I could recall correctly, only that Stites, but he's had so much success, like I was saying, it's hard to count him out.
Yeah, most definitely. Stites has been around the last couple seasons, and like you mentioned, making it back to the finals a couple times here. Trying to seal the deal this time around, but we have to see if they can do it as we're deep into game number 1, a minute gone by. Here is Mr. Stites trying to take it up there, looking to send that one in, but Thatchy gonna cut him off. Raiia towards the backboard, gonna find a big touch out in the midfield. Peanut gonna dive through and push that one towards the net, gonna throw that one off the backboard. Thatchy gonna push that one back down into the Samurai end, but a block comes up here. This one popped out, looking to stay with it. Raiia gonna find a flip reset, shooting it towards the backboard. Double commit comes through. Shot going just a little bit towards net, but Fort is gonna make the touch and try to get it out here as Yukio is gonna pop it up here. And yeah, Chunk, about a minute and a half have gone by here. No one quite able to get on the board here, but Stites is trying to take it under, trying to 50 Fort, but it's gonna be blocked away. And both these teams still looking for their first goal of the series.
Yeah, what I've seen from Peanut for a little support here is I've seen him go for these demos, kind of try to open the field for the playmakers, but he also has been very aware of where his teammates are. I saw an individual moment where he was last back, just 50s the ball and allows his teammates to have time. Very equal battle we've had. Only 3 shots so far, Rockerman.
Yeah, and both these teams trying to find their way to break through in this one, you know, knowing the long storied battle. This one here comes Ford off the sidewall, waiting for his opportunity, and he is going to be the one striking first.
Yeah, really good shot from Fort. Sets himself up, beats Stites as that last man. These two have seen each other. They probably know how each other play so well from how many times they've met up. Good to see a little rivalry already start as Thatchy will find another one off a great kickoff.
And Venom quickly 2 goals. It was a deadlock at 0-0, and now we hit the halfway point. You see Thatchy just going to send that one in off of Fort's kickoff, and all of a sudden 2-0 now in favor of Venom as they look to improve to 10-4, right on the edge of the play-ins here, trying to make it in, and can potentially clinch a play-in spot tonight if a couple of things go their way here. Most notably the Snowstorm matchup. With a Snowstorm loss and a win tonight, they should find themselves into the play-ins. As this one is going to be popped up here. Stites trying to find the block. It's dropping right down. Yukio looking to send it in, but Peanut is going to block that one out and send it away. It's now Samurai looking to find the counterattack. A nice pass up in the midfield. Here comes Stites trying to find it off the backboard, but Ford is going to grab that read. Couldn't quite put it on as Raiia looking to send this one and trying to dribble it towards the midfield. It's dropping down, but Ford with a good cutoff in the midfield as Peanut can't quite find it. Stites trying to find it, but again, Venom on the defensive end chunk are just shutting out Samurai.
Fort really putting up a brick wall performance. Venom has 4 saves. Fort has 4 saves. Just being able to shut down these attacks that they've put on. They haven't been able to find really good looks, but I have seen some demos earlier in the game. Maybe we could find some switch up here.
Yeah, the demos can most certainly open up some space and try to find a counter. I guess Stites gonna make a great save on that one. That was a screamer towards the net. But Stites able to get up just in time. And he's definitely the player that's got to be the man for them tonight here if they're going to want a chance to win. As right now, Raiia, he's trying to be that man, trying to find that one off the backward. Stites looking for the shot there. Can't quite put it on target, though. That actually might have been there anyways. But regardless, Samurai still on the attack, looking for their first goal of the series. As Stites sets this one up. Off to the side here for it. He can't quite connect. This ball drops down. Yukio looking to pop this one up. Just going to shoot it towards the net. Peanut going to take control. Raiia, they're trying to send it up there. This one is going to be blocked towards the net. Peanut racing back just in time. As now kind of last opportunities here for Samurai. Trying to send this one down the midfield, but a great cutoff by Ford. Samurai need to find one with at least some time remaining on the clock. They're going to want a chance to send this one to OT. So Demo's going to come out. Samurai got to try to find one right here. Stites looking for the shot, but it's going to go a little bit high, as that was another big opportunity for them here. Final seconds now. Peanut got to watch out there, and net. He's going to find it away, but it's going to go right to Ford, who throws it off the backboard. Venom trying to add one more to their tally. As the ball is up, Samurai, can they find one with at least a second on the clock? It's back in the Venom corner. That one pinched away off to the side, and Venom going to come through chunk. They're going to hold on with a 2-0 victory.
Yeah, it looked like a deadlock until the floodgates really came through after the first goal. By floodgates, I mean one more goal, but it was a quick another goal rocker, man. There was a little back-to-back punch, and that's all it really took to take out Samurai in this first game. We saw a really defensive battle, in my opinion. We've got, what is that, 9 shots from Venom. They had the more pressure, and Samurai only able to find 5 shots. Really shut down by this midfield pressure, and I saw Thatcher Rat also getting in the demo, so the supporting role is interesting to see how they can impact their team.
Yeah, no, Thatchy, definitely a player that's known to winning success. Like you mentioned, was on Ascension last season, #1 seed in the Challenger League. Unfortunately, didn't quite find the playoff success that we were looking for in Ascension, but that man knows what it takes to get it done. And right now, as we head into this game #2 chunk, I gotta ask you, how did the Samurai come back in this one?
It looked pretty deadlocked. We saw that. Really, I would say the kickoff goal doesn't really impact the score of how I see like the play. I would say it was a 1-0 game in my eyes, but it's just a really close game. You've got to find a quality opportunity and make the most of it.
Both these teams going to be looking for those quality opportunities to see if they can try to find the first one here as we're into this game #2 here. Samurai looking to fire this one towards the net, not quite going to find it on target. This one's popped up here. Sent off to the side. Now Ford gonna push this one to the backboard, looking to find that one. Yukio's trying to drop it down towards the net, but a nice save by Peanut. And now the counterattack. The net is open. Stites trying to push it there, but Yukio is back just in time, able to send that one away. That was a great opportunity, but not quite able to make it count. Here's Yukio again, trying to send this one in. Ford is up, looking for the shot off the backboard. Can he find the double tap? No. Here comes Thatchy, though, to put it in. He'll find the back of the net, and the Venom are going to strike first in game 2.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication between Peanut and Stites. They bump each other. They had full faith in Fort to being able to get the double, but Thatchy Rat able to find great positioning to follow up the shot. Put Venom up here early.
Yeah, Venom again looking to keep their offense going. And this one throwing off the backboard sights with a nice touch, able to send it off to the side. And yeah, now the Samurai still looking for their first goal of this series, trying to find something here. Venom 2-0 win in game number 1, and right now, as we're about a minute and a half in, Venom leading 1-0 here. This one gonna be popped by one Yukio. Gonna steal that boost, the ball 50 down the midfield. Raiia trying to get to this one, but Ford is gonna demo him off the pitch as Thatchy is gonna send this one back down. Stites gonna get over the top of him, but this ball out of the midfield, a great demo comes through. Raiia gonna have to make that touch, able to send it off to the side there just in time, as again Venom is the ones chunk with all the pressure right here, and Samurai just seem like they're trying to find a way just to break out.
Yeah, they've been stuck on their own half. We've seen demos kind of threatening even another goal, but so far they've been able to stay solid, stay able to keep this a one possession game, and they just need to find some way to break through, as they've gone a game and a half and not been able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do that one, Chunk. In my expert analysis, if you're gonna want to win this one, I think you're gonna have to find the back of the net if you're gonna want to win here. And hopefully for the Samurai here, that they are able to do that and make this one a series here. Is still only down by 1, so any time here would be nice. As Peanut is gonna send this one towards the back. We're trying to find another touch. He's gonna pop it up high. Raiia is not gonna get to that one, but neither is Venom. As now finally Ford can help out a little bit as this one popped up high. Here comes Stites. He's got a lot of boost. Can he do it? Gonna find the flip reset towards the backboard. Demo comes through. Peanut trying to dive in, but not quite able to find it on target. And right when it seems like they got a good attempt here, Chunk, a good attack, Venom's defense is there just in time.
Yeah, we saw Demo opening it up, but still 2 players back, able to fizzle out the attack that Samurai were able to put up, and they need to find more opportunities like that. But it was also not a bad look in my opinion. Sites had a really good opportunity to get solo play and have a flip reset, but just went a little high. So if they get more opportunities like that, I wouldn't count them out.
Yeah, no, they can definitely make those opportunities. And Stites, he's trying to create one right here. He's gonna 50 this one up, but a dangerous touch. Actually just gonna get away in the corner here as Ford now looking to take control here. Looking to find it across. Gonna try to pass out in the midfield, but it's gonna be cut off again as Venom once again sending it back towards net. Ball comes up in the midfield. Raiia is gonna clear it out as we're now down to the final 60 seconds of this game number 2. Venom leading 1-0 in the series and in this game number 2 as Raiia trying to clear it out, trying to get on the attack for the Samurai. As they're able to send it to the Venom zone. Ford though taking control over the top. Gonna find a one touch. Can't quite find a second though as this one pushed back in. Raiia gonna find the dunk, trying to get that one through, but it's just off target there. No, that one was so close, but he is gonna find the demo. Peanut off the backboard, trying to find it, dropping it down, but Yukio is gonna send it in. Stites not quite close enough to capitalize on that one. Is now the final 30 seconds. Samurai looking to try to send this one. Yukio gonna keep it back around Ford, dropping it down for Thatchy towards the net. Peanut gonna make the save with no boost, but the Samurai gotta get going here as Yukio just gonna take it slow, just gonna find the 50s, waste away the boost as this one pushed back by Stites into the corner here. Stites trying to send it down. Can he pass it across? No. Thatchy is gonna beat him to that ball there as this one again drops in the corner. Yukio gonna keep it up. The ball still floating. Samurai trying to find a miracle here to get to this one, but they cannot. And Venom, early goal. They're just gonna hold on to the 1-0 game, and now gonna be up 2-0 in the series, Chunk.
These games are so close. It hasn't looked like the dominant scoreline we've seen. We have 3 total goals in the series so far. Both defenses have been stout, especially the side from Venom, not allowing a single goal so far. They've had opportunities where they look like they might get caught out. They had they had an attack where they sent all 3. Looked like they might have been counterattacked, but they've been able to get back in time. And it's been very impressive to see how well their defense has mixed this match.
Yeah, no, the defense has been great. I mean, they haven't needed much offense, Chunk. When you can hold the other team scoreless for 10 minutes of in-game action, you know, it's gonna lead to a lot of good things. It's gonna lead to a lot of good things there. And You know, we saw that there in this in the last game as we're getting a little bit of a server reset here before we get into the next one. So bear with us on that one. But Chunk, as we look into this game number 3, if you're the Samurai, how are you going to break through this Venom defense? How are you going to create some offense?
They've had a good. I would say they had really good looks last game. They had quality opportunities, just not able to find some. It seems like they were trying to like look for a mistake that Venom made, but no mistakes really came. They've only looked like they've given up maybe 1 or 2 mistakes per game, and they just haven't been able to capitalize. And you gotta find either a way to capitalize or just make a great, solid offensive play.
Yeah, definitely need some solid offensive plays. Maybe some passive plays. Maybe some demos to open up some space here could be key for the Samurai team to finally break the ice and get a goal here. And looks like everybody is good to go. So they're gonna go ahead and join on up in this one, Chunk. And the Samurai in desperate need of something here. Gonna have to try to find a reverse sweep, but you know, Chunk, I think I've seen one of those before. Yeah, at one point. I can't quite recall, but I think I've seen one of those.
Yeah, I think we've used this script before, Rockerman. I think we need to find a new one. But this team needs to find a goal first. They need to play this one at a time. Samurai just need to find something offensive.
Yeah, you know, hey, sometimes it's like one of those things, like it's a classic, Chunk, you know, like an oldie but a goodie here. You know, and maybe that's what the Samurai are going to be looking for here, as right now they are still looking for their first goal of this series. We'll see if Venom can close out the sweep and maybe even find the perfect sweep if they're able to hold Samurai scoreless, but I feel like it's going to be a tough task with the Samurai team as Sights passing down to Raiia off the backboard. Another opportunity, but it's going to be denied away by Yukio, who's able to push that one out, trying to avoid a demo, trying to stay with that ball. Can't quite, as this one popped up here, looking to take it over the top. Thatchy just enough to get it off to the side. Peanut off the corner. Thatchy is going to send it down. His control attempted to be taken here by Raiia, trying to find that dunk down before all over that one. As this one pushed off, and you know, really, Chunk, this Venom team, to me, what they do really well is, you know, they're very patient, and they'll make the right touches on defense and in the midfield that really can just throw off your offense.
Yeah, being patient really works well. It allows you to have so much time and really allow you to make more plays confidently. You're not having to rush every ball. You kind of let your opponents make mistakes and play off it. But we've seen them make few mistakes, and now just contribute that to how much patience they really had on both offense and defense.
Yeah, that's the Ford and Yukio, you know, experience. You know, they've got that veteran presence here on this team. You know, Thatchy, obviously a great player, been in Nemesis before as well, but we know that Yukio and Ford have that connection, have that knowledge, have that patience, and, you know, they've been able to succeed for quite a few Nemesis seasons in a row now. And right now, looking to find a goal here, but another slow game here as both these teams trying to pick and choose their opportunities. As that one, oh my goodness, what a save, Chunk, on the goal line.
Yeah, well, great save by Peanut to keep us scoreless, but you can't give them good looks like that. Otherwise, we could have the third type of sweep we've seen in this series. We've got the normal sweep, we got the reverse sweep. You don't want to see the perfect sweep if you're the Samurai.
Yeah, you did not want to see the perfect sweep. I think you're right, Chunk. We have not seen that one yet, and maybe that's what the scriptwriters have in their back pocket here. The unseen reverse, or the unseen perfect sweep here, but Samurai trying to end that hope. But they're able to get a shot on net. Venom able to send it away as a demo comes through this one towards the midfield. That one can be pushed away now. Samurai still looking for something here, trying to push this one out. Stites gonna send it down, has an opportunity. It's him versus Fort, trying to get over the top of Fort just enough to hit that ball away as Peanut is able to send it back. Thatchy to the corner, but here comes Stites setting it up across the midfield, but Raiia is gonna have to take that one to the corner, or at least attempt to take it to the corner, as Yukio is gonna send it a long way now and pushed off to the side. And Just about a minute and a half remaining here, Chunk. This ball game still another low scoring affair. We saw 2-0, 1-0, and now we're trying to see a 1-0 on the other end, but not quite going to make it happen. And both these teams just know that one opportunity is going to be the one.
A little awkwardness there. The defense has been impressive this game. We've seen a plethora of shots really coming from Samurai this game. They are barely kept out. As Peanut breaks the curse. No perfect sweep, Rocker Man.
Not gonna happen. His Peanut just gonna send this one off the ceiling and in, and a missed touch from Yukio for it, not quite ready. And Samurai fans and players can breathe a sigh of relief here in this one, Chunk, as they finally break the ice after 14 minutes of in-game action. And that sounds often a lot like something else we saw in that reverse sweep, Chunk, which was when Venom had to pull off their reverse sweep. They were scoreless for almost 15 minutes of in-game action as well, coming back to pull off the reverse sweep and win.
Yeah, we've seen a battle of the trenches, low-scoring affairs, solid defense. We've seen offense, but it's been stymied. These teams are just so well connected on defense.
Yeah, the defense has been great from both teams, and now Venom, they're going to be the ones with the offense here in the final seconds of this one. Shot towards that. Peanut has to make the touch. Turning around is Yukio, trying to send it in. Thatchy looking to push it back out. Yukio is just going to pop it up. Raiia going to take to the sky, sending this one up. Opportunity towards the net. Stites is camping on the backboard. They would have pushed it away, but oh no, Calamity in the corner as teammates run into each other, and the Samurai are going to come through, deny the perfect sweep, and deny any sweep here, as the only sweep they're looking for is the reverse sweep, and they've got the first one.
Yeah, they took it slow, especially how this series has been. You just need one goal at a time. One goal in this series feels like what could be 2 or 3 in another series, just how hard it is to get a bucket. But we've seen the defense. We saw the offense come alive from Samurai that game. It was hard to deny them with the amount of shots they took, just the amount of awkward shot. The one little awkward shot that Peanut kind of put off the ceiling was just a little too much for Venom, and it's gonna be hard to replicate, but they just need to take it one goal at a time like we saw last game.
Yeah, no, it's been a low scoring affair in this series. We got 2-0, 1-0, and 1-0 are the series, or the game scores in this one. And now as we head to game 4, we'll see if Forbidden Temple is the key to maybe get a little more than 2 goals here, because that one is an open net opportunity. Can be pushed off to the side there. Thought for sure that one was going to find its way in the back of the net, but instead we're going to continue on as this one popped up. Double commit comes through from the Samurai. Can they fall on the ball? Neither one of them do. It's Thatchy was just waiting for it. Is trying to harass Peanut. This one popped up. Stites can't quite connect. Raiia gonna have to help him out there. This one off to the side and sent back out for it with the cutoff there. Finds another touch, but it's gonna go right to Stites, who's over the top. Can he put it in? Yes, he can. He sends it home, and Samurai are gonna strike first.
Yeah, before it gets a little awkward touch back to Stites, and Stites able to capitalize off the touch, continues with the ball off the corner and just puts in the open net, which really good to see if you're Samurai scoring early on these low scoring affairs. In the patient playstyle, I kind of feel like Rockerman is not really a good playstyle when you are down, but if you are Venom, it should work unless you are down a lot.
Yeah, it should work out, and we've seen Venom have success early on in this series with the slow, methodical play style, but yeah, now they're down again, and they're gonna have to be the ones trying to put the offense on as Raiia is gonna make that touch out, but Yukio blocks it up high. Raiia, though, is gonna be the first one to it. Thatchy trying to jump for it, but this one just a little bit off. Yukio is gonna be forced a little awkward here as this one pops out of the midfield for it, sending it down, but gonna be cut off by Stites. He's gonna throw it off the corner. It's for it now. Taking control, looking to send this one out, looking for a teammate. The ball is dropping down, but Samurai are going to clear it out there for the moment. This one popped up. Thatchy going to go off the wall. Raiia going to find a block in the midfield for it. Going to find another one. He's looking for a 50. This one drops down out in the midfield. Venom, not a lot of boost to work with as Yukio is just going to send it away. Not quite put that one on target. It's Stites again, looking for something off the backboard. This ball is floating, a little dangerous, but going to be cleared away off to the side here as Raiia sends it up high. Thatchy going to clear it down. Stites going to find that one as Peanut found a demo. Could be an opportunity dropping down, but Thatchy is there. This one again off the backboard. Raiia going to try to fake that one out, but Yukio is all on top of it. And Chunk, we're approaching the halfway point. Still a 1-0 affair. And Venom going to have to try to break through the ice. I mean, when one team has scored in this series so far, Chunk, the other team has not been able to.
Yeah, we've seen shutouts, but not the type of shutouts you normally see, just low-scoring shutouts. Really battle in the trenches here for both teams. We're over halfway in, and we only have 2 shots, 1 per team, as we see demos coming out to try to spice some things up, get another goal, maybe more shots here, Rockerman, but we've seen an incredible battle from both these teams being able to meet each other.
Yeah, and it's really, again, it just all comes down to one opportunity, it seems like, or one mistake between these two teams. Closely matched here. And this one, as this ball pops down the midfield, Thatchy looking for a shot there. Stites gonna make a save. Thatchy finds a demo. Can they find something else? It's off the backboard. Looking for a touch there. Trying to drop it down, but Peanut with just enough to get his car in the way of that one. As Thatchy again looking to control this one. Yukio finding the 50 out in the midfield. But Stites gonna take control, gonna take to the air. Not a lot of boost to work with. He's just floating there, trying to maybe fake out a Fort, but Fort was not having any of it. As this ball again popped out in the midfield, sent back down. Fort back in the midfield, looking for a pass across, but Thatchy not quite ready. Raiia out to Stites now. Gonna leave it. Stites, he's hunting for the demos, looking for the dunk there, trying to come through, but not quite able to find it here. As this ball is gonna be popped out, the net is open, but can anyone get there? It's just off target. Yukio gonna fake it around, gonna pop it up in the midfield. Is there a shot? No. Peanut is gonna deny it away. There is another great opportunity, but Chunk, with a minute remaining here, Venom gotta be the ones to try to find a goal here.
Yeah, we've seen such long periods of time for both of these teams just not able to find goals, been able to be shut down in enough high quality opportunities, but Venom will break their almost 9-minute as well scoreless opportunity with a great little drop down to Thatchy, who's able to find another cleanup goal, which is what they need from him here in these close games.
And finally, Chunk, we've seen something that we haven't seen yet here, and these two teams are tied at more than 0-0. And finally, we're in our way for what we'd like to call a series here. And now with 30 seconds left here, Samurai now, they're the ones on the back foot now because they're the ones trying to battle to force a Game 5. Venom, if they can find one more, they could end this series right here, right now. As Raiia gonna look for this one. He's gonna avoid the demo. Gonna try to flick it around, but not going to put on target. Stites is coming through off the backboard. Peanut, can you find the shot? No, it's gonna be denied away. Thatchy with a great defense as he sends it down. Raiia diving in, blocked by Yukio. As the ball's in the Samurai corner. Stites, not the best touch. The ball is towards the net. This one off the backboard. Yukio trying to keep it around. This one gonna touch the corner. Raiia gonna opt to keep it up here, trying to push that one out, as this one is sent back down, but it is gonna touch the ground there, Chunk, and we've got overtime.
Very close games. I wouldn't expect this series to really go without an overtime, just based on what we've seen so far, whether it be 0-0 or 1-1, but both teams have been able to find success here in this game, which should make it look a little different. It's gonna be whoever can crack through first, Rockerman, and for what we've seen with these scoreless streaks, we may have a 9-minute overtime.
Yeah, maybe. Not a lot of scoring in either of these two games. The most goals have been 2, but trying to make it 2 right there is Raiia, but not quite on target as Yukio is taken up. Can he find something? No, this one ball drops down to Ford. Ford trying to get it around, but a great touch by Peanut, helping his team out there. As this one towards the net, Raiia is going to make a nice touch, able to save it off to the side. This one out now, Raiia looking to extend. Ford going to just drop it off in his own corner, trying to find a touch. The ball drops down. Thatchy with a big bang up towards Yukio. Off the backboard, the ball is water falling down. No one can quite connect. Raiia is going to have to help out, able to clear that ball away. This Fort going to find a 50 there. Samurai looking to pop this one up, trying to find a 50. Trying to go underneath, and Yukio at the last minute. He's going to find the pinch and save it away. I thought that one was almost a perfect fake, Chunk.
Yeah, great patience by Raiia on the offensive opportunity, but Yukio able to come in clutch and be able to save that one of the last moments, and he's he and everyone has really been solid defensively in this game. Everyone's got saves. Everyone's participating on defense, which you would kind of expect from what we've seen from these low-scoring games.
Yeah, no, the defense has been the key to both of these teams' success in this one. And now it's going to be either the success or the detriment of one of them here in this overtime. As now we've got 2 minutes gone by just about in OT here. Samurai looking to pull off this reverse sweep, trying to send us to that game at number 5 as this one blocked the midfield. Yukio gonna take control, gonna try to have to 50 around Raiia, gonna find one, gonna find a second. The ball's popped up here, opportunity, no, not quite gonna send it on target. Is Thatchy as Raiia is gonna take control now, looking to send this one out, gonna send it across. This one towards the sidewall. Thatchy trying to get up to Raiia. Finds one. Raiia looking for another. Dropping it down for Peanut. Looking for the shot there, but Venom is back just in time for it. Going to carry that momentum over as he's trying to stay with that one. Going to find a 50. Yukio going to grab this one. Ball blocked across again. Thatchy sending this one up. Back in the Samurai zone, but still not quite on target there. As Stites now up in the midfield. Looking for something. This one to the backboard, but Yukio, again, great defense on the backboard there from Venom. And now Raiia trying to pick him apart here, but not quite able to do so as Yukio. Not the touch he was looking for. Gonna get out to a teammate though, who's trying to find a 50 as this one is blocked across. Can they find something? But not gonna go for that ball. Could have been dangerous there, but not quite on target. And Chunk, we've got 3 minutes gone by. Kind of what we expected in the stalemate. No one wants to make this last mistake.
Yeah, very cautious play, very intelligent play. We've seen a lot of patience, just trying to not make that final mistake to really end the series. If you're Samurai and if you're Venom, give them so much momentum going into the game. As Thatchy Rat will end the game there with a double tap, a great opportunity.
And Thatchy Rat is going to deny the reverse sweep attempt with a big double. Able to send it in the back of the net there. What a double from him to close it off. He shuts the door on the Samurai there. No more reverse sweeps in this series. Well, maybe until the playoffs. We'll have to see if these two teams can meet up in the postseason. But we see Venom going to take that win, a 3-1 series victory there, Chunk. And you know, a great performance from everyone overall in this series. It was, it wasn't our typical, super high scoring affair, but it was a lot of defense and, great opportunities denied away.
Yeah, really good saves, really good, I would say really good saves. We just saw a couple of mistakes be made, and that really led to goals. But from what I've seen, if you're a Venom, good solid win showing off of that defense. If you're a Samurai, you take the L here, but you kind of prove that you can compete close with Venom, who are probably one of the teams to beat. Just judging off what we've seen Fort and Yukio be able to do, especially with how much time they've played together, which impressive from both teams here tonight, Rockerman.
Yeah, no, a close series altogether, but Venom are going to eke out the victory there and move on to 10-4 on the season. So congratulations to them on that victory there. And we will have to see if how the rest of things are going to go for the Challenger League. A lot of eyes peeled on that one for tonight. But we've got one more matchup before we head to our holiday break here. We're going to move down to the Novice League with two teams that are hungry to find a win here. We have Vandals taking on Wisp. Both of them at 3-6, but they're right in the playoff hunt there. So this game is a crucial one to end off the night. So make sure you guys come back for that one. It's our last one before the holiday break. So make sure you guys stick around, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.